Okay, I got the camera on. I'm recording, and where's this light at? Jesus Christ! Oh,
Hey there.
but
Welcome to my corner. Here is where I spend my time defacing expensive plastic and sipping on paint water. Today, I wanted to invite you to join me in what I would call my new hustle. First off, you can call me B. In the past, I have indulged in quite a few hobbies, a lot of them being card games. In order to stay competitive, keep up with the meta, or even just attain cards that you would want for your collection or for some fun decks that you're looking to build, you would have to acquire quite a bit of cards. Now, when I was young, I didn't really have a large disposable income I could blow on the cards that I wanted or needed to play with. So what I had to do was buy, trade, and sell my cards and my store credit that I had in order to get the cards that I actually wanted. Now, similar to how I was able to alleviate the overall cost of playing and collecting those card games, I'm looking to do the same for my new plastic crack addiction. Now, as far as I know, I can't really trade in miniatures for store credit, but what I can do is buy bulk lots of what people would consider trash models and try to turn them into something valuable. And this is where the pain begins. It's chaos soup. Let's see how she's doing. Looks yummy. Oh, it's my boy.
So I guess you're wondering what I've got going on here. Well, I've already made a purchase and kind of started working on it. What I'm trying to do here is strip the paint off of these miniatures, and I have them sitting in a pure concentration of some LA's Totally Awesome. This stuff is highly recommended for stripping paint off of miniatures because it contains no ammonia or bleach. And after sitting in the solution for a while, you can see that the paint will start just coming right off. I've had these sitting in the solution for about 2 days, and I'll probably start scrubbing them later on today or tomorrow. But for now, I'll let them sit for just a little while longer. So in this next part of the video, I'll break down the purchase and explain exactly what I got and what I intend to do with everything. Okay, so the first part of the slot I wanted to show was the complete Chaos half of the Shadow Spear box set, which came with 1 Venom Crawler, 2 Obliterators, the Master of Possession, 2 Greater Possessed, as well as the 10 pre-positioned Chaos Space Marines. You can see that I've already started working on these and adding custom bits, but pushing these aside for now. This lot also came with enough bits and bodies for me to be able to make over 100 different Chaos Space Marines. This will include a bunch of heavy weapons and special weapons that I'll be able to use to spruce up the different Marines. But these all came covered in this crystallized blue mess and caked on paint that I'll have to let soak in the solution for a little bit before I actually get to work on these. And here I have 22 primed cultists, as well as some of the other Chaos Space Marines that were in a better condition than the other ones. Okay, moving on to some of the larger items that came with this lot. One of them was this gnarly purple colored Predator tank. I do plan on stripping the paint off of it, but it came complete with the top las cannon sponson, 3 extra las cannons that can go on the sides of the tank, and 3 havoc launchers. Also, this metal tank sponson came with this lot. I have no idea what it goes to, as it doesn't fit on anything I have, but maybe I'll just turn it into terrain or something. I'll figure out a use for it somehow. Okay, before we move on, let me just stop right here for a second because I have to make a confession. After I inspected the lot, what I assumed I was going to get was enough pieces to make 2 defilers, the Predator tank, and what looked like a bunch of kit-bashed parts that were going to go into making a Demon Prince. After getting my hands on these items, separating them and actually looking at them close up, what I found out was that I was completely wrong in assuming what I was receiving. Just give me a second and I'll explain everything. Anyways, so this piece right here, or these pieces actually, are what I thought was going to make up one of the defilers. And this piece over here is what I assumed was going to be a Demon Prince. And the last two pieces that I had that come with it was going to make a defiler. It's going to need a little bit of work, but I could probably make it work out. After getting my hands on this and looking at it, and I basically realized that this was not going to be some type of demon prince. I measured it against the one I had and saw it was too tall. And I also saw that this guy took the top of this piece and put it on some mech legs. And after doing just a little bit more research on this top piece, I realized that this was actually a soul grinder. And it was supposed to go with the spider legs that came damaged. And so I'll have to figure out a way to reproduce one of the legs, as I only actually got one extra one. But as a caveat, I guess, I actually got some other cool bits that I suppose he was going to use to try to create some type of mech demon cyborg thing. But I got some demon wings and a bunch of other cool bits that I might be able to utilize later. So overall, I do think I got a great deal with this purchase, and with the items that I got, I think I can make this work out for me. Ultimately, the goal for this is to either come out on top or break even. And in the next part of the video, I'll break down the costs and explain how I plan on trying to recoup them. Okay, for $310, I got this entire lot shipped. And just to quickly go over what I received with this lot, I received enough pieces to make over 100 of the old Chaos Space Marine sculpts, guns, weapons, heads, arms, and all. 22 Chaos Cultists, including 2 shotgun models and 2 heavy weapon models, one being the Flamer and one being the Heavy Stubber. The Hellbrute from the Dark Vengeance box set. A Predator tank, including 3 the Last Cannons, the Top Sponson, and 3 Havoc Launchers. Enough bits to make a Defiler, enough bits to make a complete Soul Grinder, the 6 Chosen from the Dark Vengeance box set, another top part for a Defiler, all those crazy extra bits you saw earlier that might have gone to a Demon Prince, and the complete Chaos half of the Shadow Spear box set, or what is basically a start collecting Chaos Space Marine set. Now, in my limited experience of buying and trading so far, I believe that if you were to try to purchase these items individually from sellers, you would probably end up spending well over $500 doing it. And if you were to try to buy these brand new individually, the models that you would have to buy that are available, they probably cost you well over $750. That being said, the point of the video isn't really to gloat over how much money I didn't have to spend getting these models, but to show how you can buy large lots of models, maybe keep some, and then sell the rest at cost, or maybe even gain a profit. And for me, the models that I did intend to keep were going to be the Cultist, the Hellbrute, the tank, and everything that came with the Shadow Spear set. And all the items that I intend to sell are the Chaos Space Marine models, the Defiler, the Soul Grinder, the 6 Chosen, the extra Defiler top part that I received, and the extra bits that came jumbled up that were supposed to make some type of kit bashed creature. After I did a little bit of looking around to see what these items would go for used on eBay and in various forums, I basically came up with the number $290, give or take $30, depending on shipping and whether or not I sell things at the full price I expect to get them. And understanding that I have to basically do a ton of work to the Defiler and the Soul Grinder and even the Chaos Space Marines to get them to a point where they're appealing. If I tried to calculate the time that I would have to invest into this project to get these items to a sellable level, I believe that I would come out at a loss. That's why going into this project, my mentality was basically, if I could gain something from simply painting and modeling, which is my hobby, for little to no cost, I'll definitely come out on top, either way.
Well, as you can see, I have a ton of work ahead of me, so I hope you can tag along as I dive headfirst into painting over 100 miniatures for some type of profit. Until next time, take it easy.